Unlocking Dark Matter Camo allowed me the opportunity to use every single weapon in Black Ops 6, and I have for you the top 5 best class setups in Black Ops 6 that you should be using right now to drop nukes and high kill gameplays, especially since Nuketown is now here. If any of these help you out in any sort of way, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, click that thumbs up button, turn those post notifications on so you don't miss out on my future videos, and follow my Twitch live stream. We do stream over there every single night. With all that being said, man, let's get into the first loadout. We're starting off with the very first weapon you unlock in Black Ops 6, the XM4. This thing's absolutely incredible. They even recently banned this from competitive because of how good it is. So my first attachment here is going to be the Kepler Microflex. You're going to see this attachment in other of my loadouts as well. It's the best optic in the game. It's just your standard red dot. Anytime a weapon has trashy iron sights, you're going to want to throw something on it, and this is what you're going to want. For the muzzle, I threw on the compensator. You get vertical recoil control, just making this thing significantly more accurate, helping you land more of your shots. Another attachment you're going to see in some future loadouts. Once again, a lot of these setups kind of use the exact same attachments, which is kind of a good thing. It makes building these loadouts very easy. For the barrel, I like to run the long barrel where I get damage range, so it makes this weapon kill a lot faster at those longer range engagements, which is obviously really beneficial. For the underbarrel, I have on the precision foregrip where we get aiming idle sway and a horizontal recoil control. So the compensator gave us vertical recoil control. We want horizontal now. Precision gives us that alongside that aiming idle sway, which is really nice. And then my fifth and final attachment is going to be a magazine. Personal preference here, I like the 45 round magazine. If you want to do the extended mag 2, where you get a 60, go right ahead, but just know it will slow your reload speed down even more, and you're going to lose out on aim down sight speed and sprint to fire. So there's a lot more you're losing out on for another 15 bullets. I don't think it's worth it, and I like the 50. So you got the whole build there, and then we can bring this to the firing range. You're going to see, dude, the thing literally does not move, and you could see why they banned this from competitive. I mean, it is just by far one of the best guns in the game, without a doubt. Next, we have the C9, similar to the XM4. It's the first SMG you unlock, and it's absolutely incredible. Probably my personal favorite SMG in the game. So again, very similar to the XM4. I like the compensator for that vertical recoil control. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can just get a little bit more on this, which is great. Again, being very accurate with these weapons is incredibly important, so you can just drop them a lot faster. I then threw on a barrel, and I have the long barrel on for another increase in damage range, because the C9 has fantastic range already, but they also buffed the damage range on this when the game initially came out. So I kind of want to build on that buff and make it even better so you can compete with some ARs, because this is an AR dominant game, and having a C9 that can compete with them is really, really nice. I then threw on a magazine. I love the extended mag 1 where you get a 40 round mag, which is more than enough for me. Again, personal preference. If you want an extra 10, you want to do the drum mag, go right ahead, but again, you're going to lose out on that aim down sight speed and sprint to fire, so I just stick to the extended mag 1. I have a rear grip, and I love the CQB grip. It takes a while to unlock, so while you're waiting, I recommend doing the assault grip or the quick draw grip for now. The quick draw grip is incredibly snappy, which is nice. But when you get the CQB grip, you get sprint to, slide to, and dive to fire speed. So you get a little bit of everything. I'm someone who loves to slide into gunfights, so the weapon's up faster after sliding, which is really, really nice. So you can land that first bullet and hopefully win the gunfight. You have to run this once you unlock it. And then my fifth and final attachment is going to be the balanced stock, where I get a huge increase in mobility, strafing movement speed, overall movement speed, hip fire movement speed, and aim walking movement. So I'm just overall so much faster when I'm in some gunfights. It makes it a lot more challenging for the enemies to land shots on me. So there's the whole build there, and we'll take this to the firing range. By the way, the blueprint I'm using is the one you get for reaching Prestige 1 level 50. It's really, really dope. It looks a little different. Clean iron sights on it, so I decided to throw this on. And you can see the range is insane. All the way at the bottom, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, at that range, it's an AR dominant game. You're going to get cooked probably down there. But again, even with the medium ranges, it's better than almost all the other SMGs in the game. Run the C9. For the third loadout, this is my personal favorite weapon in the game right now. It is the Model L assault rifle. This is another AR that was banned from competitive just because of how amazing it is. For the optic, we're bringing back the Kepler Microflex from the XM4. Again, best optic in the game. Iron sights aren't the best, so again, you're gonna want to run an optic. For the muzzle, a little something different here. This thing's already a laser beam, so I don't need to run the compensator again. I like the suppressor, so I'm off the radar. I could be a lot more stealthier and just stay alive a little bit longer. I then throw on a bigger magazine. As I've been saying, I just use the normal extended mag 1. It's more than enough for me personally. Again, go right ahead if you want to do the big magazine for the Model L if you want. The drum, losing out on a lot more though. So I have the extended mag 1, 40 round mag, more than enough. For the rear grip, I have on quick draw. Bro, when you see how fast you aim down sight when you throw this on, genuinely ridiculous. And then my fifth and final attachment is going to be not recoil springs. You could run this, or you could do what I have been running, the NATO high pressure runs. I always swap between these two, but recoil springs is really nice. The problem is you earn it so much later. So when you throw on the bullet velocity, brother, this thing shoots so damn fast. So here's the entire build. It's very different compared to the XM4 build, obviously, but when you see this, dude, oh, my favorite weapon in the game. I've been using this in core, hardcore, it doesn't matter. It is just so much easier to use than pretty much any weapon in the entire game. It's suppressed, you're hidden. You literally cannot go wrong with this. Try it out for yourselves when you get the chance. For class setup number 4, we have the Tanto SMG, which I believe is the fastest killing SMG in the entire game. If I'm not mistaken, it was also probably nerfed after the beta, but honestly, it feels like it wasn't touched at all with this build specifically. So we have the compensator once again for an increase in vertical recoil control. The recoil pattern is really, really wonky. So a lot of my attachments are going to cater towards making my accuracy a lot better. So that's why we have this on. For the barrel, I have the reinforced barrel. You get a combination of bullet velocity and damage range, which helps this be a lot stronger and more dominant at those longer range engagements. Obviously, got to throw a bigger mag on so I can take out multiple enemies without having to reload. And we have the extended mag 1, where we get a mag size of 40. I then throw on a stock here, and the balance stock is incredible because you just get a huge increase in mobility, very similar to our C9 build, strafing movement, hip fire movement, overall movement, aim walking movement. So you're just so much harder to hit as a target when you're on the map doing your thing. And then my fifth and final attachment, what really brings this together is the recoil springs, because you get the horizontal and vertical recoil control. Yes, this thing takes a while to get. I'm not gonna lie, it takes a while, but it is 100% worth it. It makes it feel like how it was before it even got nerfed. If it got nerfed, again, it feels different when I don't use this. So there's the entire build here. Bro, oh my, this has been so much fun to use. This is all I've been using as of recent. Core and hardcore, dude. This thing shreds. Look at this. The recoil pattern looks insanely different compared to how it was before. And unlike the C9, dude, you can compete down here with ARs. It is unreal. Again, the fastest killing SMG in the game, and it's honestly not even close. I ain't gonna lie, it took me till the 5th and final class up to realize my face cam was blocking all the pros and cons. I apologize about that. It's fixed now. But for the final weapon, we have the AS Val, which is a perfect. I ain't gonna lie, it took me till right now to realize that my face cam was blocking all the pros and cons. I apologize about that. I have it fixed for this final loadout, which is the AS Val. You unlock this at level 55, so it is the final unlock of each prestige, but it is worth it because it's a hybrid of everything we've been using, ARs and SMGs. You could use it at any given range and you're chilling because it's the fastest killing gun in the game. So my first attachment here is going to be the suppressed reinforced barrel. You get a massive increase in bullet velocity and damage range. So you get those AR effects where it's super, super strong at long ranges and you can find success with it. That's why I like it a lot, is because I get both. The 2 barrels above it give you either bullet velocity or damage range. I want both, so that's what we got the reinforced on. For my underbarrel, I have on the precision foregrip. With this being probably the highest fire rate weapon in the game, I wanted to make this a literal laser beam. So with this, we get horizontal recoil control, making that high fire rate a lot more manageable and easier to control. You're going to need a bigger magazine. With it being a super fast shooting gun, 30, the base is 20. The first extended mag's 30. Both are not enough. So I do the extended mag 2. And yeah, you do lose out on reload quickness and aim down sight and sprint fire, but you're gonna need it. If you want an extra 5 shots, it's gonna cost you even more reload quickness. So I don't even think it's worth it. I just stuck with the normal 40. Again, if you want the 45, go right ahead. And then I went ahead and I threw on a rear grip, and I have the ergonomic grip. I corrected it, y'all. Y'all were blasting me in the AS Val vid. My bad, my bad. Your boy's been putting on crazy hours. It's gonna happen. We get slide to fire, dive to fire, and then aim down sight, which is incredibly important on this. The difference between these two is the CQB grip gives you sprint to fire, and the ergonomic, I hope almost said that right again. Gives you aim down sight speed. And in this case, I honestly value the aim down sight speed. I want it to be a little bit more snappy, so that's why we want this. And then my fifth and final attachment is going to be the recoil springs. Once again, this thing having such a high fire rate, it makes it a lot harder for me personally to control. So I want it to just be as accurate as possible. So we have this, and we also have the underbarrel we throw on, and you should be good to go. So there's the whole build here. Again, it's the final unlock for a reason. It's literally probably the best weapon in the game. And we can go to the firing range here, and you're gonna see any given range, pretty much chilling. Hold on, we gotta reload because that magazine ain't big enough still. And even at that range, you're good. It just drops enemies so goddamn quick. Been running into this a lot, and it's so annoying to run against. So if you guys aren't using the AS Val, you haven't tried it out yet, you are seriously missing out. Now, no matter what 5 of these loadouts you choose to use, the rest of the loadout stays the same. So my go-to secondary with no matter what I'm using is the Grakova pistol. It's an automatic pistol, super OP, super reliable. I got a suppressor on it. I have the gain twist barrel for an increase in bullet velocity, a bigger mag since it is automatic. You do burn through ammo fast, the assault grip so it's up and ready quicker, and then those recoil springs. And then we could bring this to the firing range real quick. This thing is absolutely incredible, man. Probably my favorite secondary we've had in a long time. I might like this better than the Renetti with the conversion kit last year. It's just has great range, and you have that mobility of a pistol while pretty much having an SMG in gunfights. It's unreal. And then we have the, well, let's get back to it. Where we at? Right here. We got the knife on too. You could choose whatever melee. I prefer the knife because the baseball bat is a 2-hit. Stim shots are incredibly important. When you're hurt, just stim. You can immediately regenerate your health and then challenge the gunfight. This has saved me so many times off nuke streaks. For the lethal, I think the Semtex is probably the best lethal in the game. It's definitely the most overpowered in my opinion. I've tried out the Molotovs. These in hardcore are insane. They're honestly so unfair. It's just instant. You got the blast trap, which is literally a nuke, but I think the easiest to use here is the Semtexes. We have assault pack, so you can get your ammo back and your lethals and tacticals, which is really beneficial. We got gung ho. So once again, if you're in a sticky situation, you need to reload, you could literally reload at full sprint speed with gung ho. So this just helps you stay alive longer. Perk 2, dispatcher. So you earn your non-lethal streaks quicker. Those are like your scout pulses, UAV, counter, and then the harp. And those 4 streaks I just named are incredibly important because you can see where people are on their radar. I mean, people think I'm wall hacking. How'd you know he was there? Got to use your mini map. That's the reason I run harps and UAVs, so you can earn them quick with dispatcher. Perk 3, we got double time to get around the map a little bit quicker. And then perk greed is my wild card, and I run scavenger. And the cool thing about scavenger this year is every time you pick up a scav pack, you don't only get weapon ammo, you also replenish lethals and tacticals. So for instance, let's say I stimmed through a Semtex, all right? I got a kill with my AS Val, I pick up a scav pack. I now have more stims in Semtexes. Scavenger's probably the best it's been in years, so you want to have that on. And I'm not gonna lie, my wild card like never changes. Having 4 perks is really, really nice. So that's gonna wrap it up, man. Let me know what weapon I should have included that I didn't. I know I didn't include like a shotgun or an LMG or a sniper. Don't you worry, I'm gonna cover those in separate videos. I thought these were like the best weapons for like dropping nukes in high kill games. So that's gonna wrap it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. You guys all stay safe. Have a great day, and I'm out. Doses.